Sulek's aesthetic and he's athletic, so by definition, he's an athletic bodybuilder. We know he goes hard in the gym, we know his diet's crazy. Today we're gonna watch his muscle building breakfast video and decipher whether or not his diet is functionally optimal.
This is not an uncommon breakfast for me. You know, I'm sure if you saw some of the other videos that we just talked about, you know, the full day of eating and the grocery haul, I'm pretty much just eating food where I'm looking at the carbs, the macros, you know, the proteins, fats, stuff like that. Okay. So when are we going to hit arms? 3 hours-ish, 4 hours?
Yeah, a few hours, about 3 hours.
So, you know, I want some carbs, I want some electrolytes in my system. So that's going to be primarily from the ramen.
All right.
This might just be because I'm still a college student, but it's got a special place for me. So 2 packs of these, I'll be about 100 grams of carbs, 30 of fat. But, you know, there's no protein. So for that, we'll throw some eggs on. Just scramble, that'll be fine.
All right, nice. Ramen and eggs, perfect college student bodybuilding athlete diet, to be honest. So you got the ramen for the carbs and you also got the Nick Smith eggs for the protein. Because you know, whenever you're eating Nick Smith's eggs, any window could be an anabolic window.
Well, luckily with this breakfast, I mean, I don't have to weigh anything, right? If I was cooking a steak or, you know, beef, stuff like that, I'd have to weigh out, you know, how many grams of chicken or, you know, whatever. Oops. But with the eggs, you know, once you've dieted enough and you kind of tracked your stuff for long enough,
6 grams of protein.
You just know how many macros are in each, right? I don't even have to flip it over to know that each egg is 6 grams of protein.
Right.
And 5 grams of fat. So if I throw 8 in, right, that's 40 grams of fat and 48 grams of protein.
Whoa, he just said 8? 8 eggs? That's it? Just 8? Bro, everyone knows you have to eat at least 36 eggs per day. Every big bodybuilder is doing this. Come on, don't you watch my videos? You have to eat at least 36 eggs a day because that has enough testosterone equivalent to a small steroid cycle. You're not gonna build as much muscle if you're not eating at least 36 eggs a day. You know, but we could just give him the benefit of a doubt and at least hope that he's eating about 28 eggs throughout the rest of the day. Because then it will be even out. Whoa, he just got on the fire. What is he doing? Is he cooking the eggs? Wow, he's actually cooking the eggs. There's no way. Is he not aware of the nutritional benefits you get whenever you eat eggs raw? You know, this could just be me because I'm a prestige level athletic bodybuilder, but I just drink all 36 eggs raw for the added nutritional benefits and the extra testosterone boost that it will give me. But then again, he looks like he might be a natty beginner, so he might not know too much about this. Anyways, it's suboptimal. Might as well not cook them, but if you want to cook them, you can. Ooh, I can just eat that up right now.
So one thing that kind of concerns me just in general, you know, maybe not with the most advanced lifters, but, you know, early guys, they'll tell me they had a really high protein breakfast and it was just 3 eggs. I mean, 18 grams of protein in a meal. How many are you having in your day? 3? That doesn't really add up.
See, this is what I've been saying. If you're eating Nick Smith's protein-filled products, then you won't have this problem. See, me and Sam are on the same optimally functional wavelength. We just know what's up. We just know what the protein's about. And I'm gonna give him extra points for standing while cooking. He's engaged in the core, being optimally functional. And if you haven't noticed, I made the crucial mistake in my last video by sitting down while recording the video. And you guys thankfully pointed out how suboptimal it was last video. So now, I'm standing, as you can see. Like the video if you're as engaged as my core is right now.
Alright. So, wait another few minutes for the water to actually get boiling. Throw the ramen in, and everything will be pretty much plated. We can actually start fueling up for the lift. Alright. Oh yeah, that's hot. I thought you were going to say that's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what Mario said.
Is it always the chicken flavored?
Yeah, I'll get a little bit tight. Like,
well,
there's a ton, but the
best.
chicken's probably just the best.
Right.
I might just be saying that because that was like the first one I tried, but it's classic.
Hey, that's what
Like, I'll get beef.
Hey, me and Sam, see, this is what I mean by me and Sam, like, whenever the aestheticism is at its peak optimality, the electromagnetic brainwaves just send similar signal responses to each other. I mean, like, it's crazy, I know, but this is just how us functional bodybuilders just think. You know, Mario can never.
It says 8 grams of protein, but I mean, it's like from rice, it's like nothing. The eggs will end up being 45 grams of fat and 40, what's 9 times 6? 54 grams of protein. So 1,100 calorie breakfast.
1,100, all right. That's nice. That's like my weekly calorie intake.
That's about right. It's a big chunk. I'm not particularly concerned with, the amount of salt that's in these, because, I don't have a ton of electrolytes floating around my system. But if I didn't drink any water, like, I'm going to drink a huge jug of cluster dextrin before we go train. Because if you eat a ton of salt, but then don't have any fluids with it, I mean, you're just asking for dehydration.
That's a good point. This is exactly why I just drink my own sweat. It gives you a good balance of both water and salt. It's the most functionally optimal way to stay hydrated. It's affordable and it's organic. It's looking fresh.
Think that's mixed up enough? Smells good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't eat noodles unless it sounds like Mario getting rearranged by Leon Edwards. That's the only time whenever it sounds like most optimally functional to eat.
No milk this morning, Sam?
I may get some milk. I'm unsure yet. Milk, that's more of it if I'm feeling it. It's not necessarily planned, but it's close to a staple of the diet.
Exactly, that's usually how Nick Smith's milk is. It's never planned, it just happens. But once you do receive it, you better be damn grateful that you got it.
Built by Smith.